Babatunde is a bad man. No front slap, stupid, just the backhand. Wooden spoon to your knuckles, that's a hot hand. I'm a black man, no, I do not tan.
Ayodele! Is that how you greet your elders?
Ayodele!
Daddy, I'm coming.
Shut up! You should be here by now.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy Cameron. We're on season 3 of KWC. Then we got a very talented guest, guys. He's a man of many talents. What the homie Femi? What's up, man?
What's going on, yo?
How's everything doing, man?
Everything's going pretty well. Nice to be on the show.
Thank you, man. Anytime, anytime. So 2015, I know it's been a big year. Started off for you. And it was just last month, you were over in LA, hosted the Battle of the Americas, LA Vertio. How did that come about, man?
Honestly, it was a really, really dope opportunity. I have to give it up for DJ Romeo. So I was out on Mastermind radio show. And while I was there with Baloo and Big Norm, a couple of other big talent that you should look out for here in Toronto. And during the interview, I was talking about, how I got back from, I believe at the time I came back from Trent University. I hosted a talent show up there. And, a couple of ladies were there from the Beat Academy. And they explained that, there's this big competition going on, Battle of the Americas. They bring 7 of the best producers here from Toronto against 7 of the best producers from LA. And I said, that sounds dope. And they said, yeah, we're still looking for a Canadian host. We exchanged emails, and then a couple of weeks later, I'm on a flight, to LAX. And it was a dope experience. I went out there. I was in a house with 7 creative producers from Toronto. And, just being in that creative environment was just like, it was inspiring. It was. And going to LA crowd, being, this Canadian guy from, the city, it was a really cool experience, just to see how they react to us,
Yes.
And I can't lie, like Toronto gets a lot of love in LA.
I've heard.
I was walking down Fairfax Avenue.
Yes.
And Fairfax has like a lot of the different brands. And I was wearing, my African my Naija boy, the shiki and stuff. And a guy stopped me and he's like, what is it that you do? And I told him, I'm a YouTuber, I host shows. And he's like, oh, come in the store for a little bit. He said, you got something to wear? And just like that, I went to the store, I was looking around. I was thinking I had to pay for the items that I got. And he's like, no, we see you on YouTube, we see you doing your thing. And they gave me, free clothes. So it's like, this Toronto dude came out to LA and he's getting free clothes too. So it was a really dope experience. But the competition was crazy. The crowd was going wild. You guys probably see a couple of the clips I'm going to show you. And Toronto ended up coming as champions. And then on top of that, when Drake's album got released, a couple of the producers that I was at the house with were also on the album. So, it's a part of history.
Of course, man.
So it's pretty good.
This guy's doing big things, guys. You watch. So I know your latest skit was an APC campaign you done, right? To me, it's very funny, man. I always I love watching your videos. So what is it about African parents when it comes to school? Like, is it really hard on you?
Nigerian parents, when it comes to school, they don't mess around. Nigerians are very educated individuals. If you find the dumbest Nigerian, he probably has a bachelor degree. So, school is something that's always been, kind of the incentive of most African households.
Of course.
And I pride my parents in that as well. For me right now, I did my bachelor's at Ryerson, criminal justice, minor sociology. Currently, I'm doing my master's. A lot of people are surprised. Like, how do you do all these shows and balance? But yeah, I'm doing my master's at York. They're on strike right now. Better come off strike, York. But it's it's going pretty well. Community development is something I love to do. I have a lot of grassroots background. I have my own organization that I was co-founded by my boy Dwayne Honus, Dookie Dukes. And I'm looking at how arts-based programs help youth living in marginalized communities kind of get through mainstream education, because sometimes I feel the education system is not really united for everyone. I would like more of a multicultural curriculum where you can mix the arts and mix different kind of learners in one environment. So that's kind of what I'm looking at, and I'm completing that, so it's coming to a close. But the APC skit, kind of like another layer to it. Right now, an election is going on in Nigeria, and one of my uncles, he's going to be running for vice president under the APC campaign as well. Cool, so man. It was kind of like to also help to bring awareness and to support, that initiative going on, because Nigeria has a population of over 200 million people, the most populated black country in the world. So any vote counts, and Nigeria holds a lot of power, more than people think. Sometimes you have a different view on Nigeria when you guys see it on TV, but after being there, And seeing Nigeria for what it is, it's wonderful. And I got a chance to even host some shows up there too.
Yes,
So
I heard your video got 4 million views to hold you, right? How do you? They were playing you in the Nigerian radio station. How do you find that, man?
I was down in Nigeria, and I got a chance to chill with DJ Freeze from Cool FM. And shout out to Latoya also.
All right.
Yeah, the video right now online probably has over 4 million views.
Jeez.
And I remember, I kind of wrote that parody because I'm a songwriter as well.
Okay.
And I wrote that parody just out of boredom. And I remember chilling with my boy Dwayne and Latoya, and I was just like, yo, we should shoot this and just see what happens. And I remember the first day that video came out, it had over 100,000 views. And I'm like, wow, this is what it means to go viral. Because you know how a lot of people say we're making a viral video, and then at the end of it they got like 200 views after like 2 months.
True. But
that was really viral. So just experiencing that and seeing how everything kind of picks up, it's all about consistency though.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And I feel like as a YouTuber, in order to kind of keep that crowd and to keep your buzz going, you have to be consistent in everything you do. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. You know what I mean? It's a quote my parents told me, and it's a quote that I live by. So you gotta always be prepared.
You want to fight me, eh?
What is the mark you are yelling at?
Get A+.
A1.
A+.
A1.
A+.
No, sir. Get out of my sight. Government use the channel selector to raise the volume for this movie.
The remote's right there.
And so what? Your daughter really reminds me of my son. See my other son, Kelvin. Hey, he does not smoke. He does not drink.
The last joint I did the Bobby Schmurda.
Yes, I saw.
The hot boy thing there, and it generated 300,000 views.
You think it's finished? Eh? Listen. Tantalizing, that's what we are. High class, you see the 5 stars. 419, I beg, move far. On your face, we just fly far. If there's a problem, we are going to rumble. Juju to your mother, she will surely tumble.
And everyone's like, oh, it's late, how are you gonna put it out? But for me, it's like, I don't put things out when people want me to put it out. I put it out when I feel it. That's why I can't be a weekly YouTuber.
Okay.
I find being a weekly YouTuber is fake for me.
Yeah.
I have to feel inspired enough to want to put something out there, and I see the result in it when I do put them out there. I don't get 20,000 views for a music parody. I'm gonna get 50,000 and upwards, And if you look at my channel, it's always like that.
Yes.
But apart from that, it's like I enjoy doing other things. I enjoy running youth programs.
Yes.
I enjoy working with the Pan Am Games.
Yes.
I enjoy playing ball and all these different things. So that's kind of how I am as a nutshell.
Speaking about the community, I know you're the co-founder of the High Class. How did that come about? And I know you do workshops in Jane and Finch area, and just the community all around Toronto. How did that come about, and what do you like about working with the kids, man?
Personally, I grew up in Jane and Finch in Driftwood, and I noticed when it comes to programming out there, a lot of the programming was mainly like, you go there, you get a bus ticket, eat pizza, and, call it a day. And in my mind, I was like, it would be dope if we can create a program where kids can leave with more. Not just that space that you go to get your free pizza and your bus ticket. So myself and my friend Dwayne, we sat there and we said, how can we start doing this? So out of our networks, we discovered that Shaina, she works for Outreach Toronto. She's like, you guys could write grants. So she sat us through how to write grants. We went to workshops. We taught ourselves, and we wrote a grant, received $10,000, and we ran our first program, Bigger Picture. And since then, we just been kind of being involved in 106 in York Urban Arts Festival. We've been involved in many different initiatives. The youth that have went through our program, some of them have their own businesses, graduated, colleges, universities, and it's like that feeling of being a mentor, or being, just being a friend.
Yes.
I think you can't replace that with money. You can't replace that with anything else. It's something that's always going to stay with you, and that for me is happiness. Like if I can be comfortable, but I can help change the lives of or even inspire someone around me, I'm like that's my job is done. I'm happy with that.
That's good, man. You heard that first, guys.
Yeah.
So I know over the weekend you're at the Juice Cup.
Yes.
Tell us more about that experience. What I also heard Team Africa took them the cup.
We are the champions. Champions amongst champions. So the Juice Cup, I've been a part of the show, I think it's my 3rd year.
Okay.
Shout out to Wes, it was a very good event that he's putting together. So I was out there, it was myself and that dude McFly, Marlon, that were hosting. And when you have the Niger and the Jamaican host together, it's always a problem. So, You know, we went to Ottawa the first night. It was crazy. You know, had the after party there. Montreal was nuts. Latoya, shout out to Latoya forever.
Okay.
She came out with Adam as well.
All right.
And Crazy Light Skin Girl was there. It was just like a star-studded cast. We had Major Hype. We had African Ape. We had Dulo. We had Tricks.
Oh yes.
And when I tell you Tricks bodied the show, he tantalized the show beyond belief. You know, we had Jay Martin, we had Big Norm. It was a star cast, and honestly, when we're on stage, that's our element.
Course,
and
man.
you know, the whole crowd was just reacting really, really well. It was a lot of fun, you know, being around all that good creative energy as well. And yeah, the show was a lot of fun, man. It was cool. It was dope.
I heard Michael Blackson was also there.
I didn't even. I was getting to that.
Oh, you were? Okay.
Michael Blackson, you know, original king of comedy when it comes to the African realm. He came through and like he just tore that place down. You know what I mean? He's been a part of the show a couple of times as well, and he's obviously a staple in the show.
Yes.
And he came through and he dealt it, and Africa remained the champion. So we now currently have the cup. Good luck next year, guys. Good luck.
You hear that, guys? So, what's next for you, man? Or what are you working on at the moment?
So right now, myself and we have a couple of original songs coming out. We have one called Jollof Rice Jerk Chicken.
All right.
That's going to be a big hit.
Okay,
And another song called Wasteman.
Wasteman.
So Wasteman is a term that is used by a lot of Toronto folk.
Yes.
People outside might not be able to hear it. And I'll tell you the reason why we came out with this song.
Okay.
When Drake's album got released recently, our video, Ish Toronto People Say, was featured both on, you know, Double XL, Complex Magazine. So it's kind of like the rebirth of like this Toronto slang, this Toronto culture.
Okay.
So, you know, to many parts of the world, their introduction to Toronto slang was through that video. So myself, Marlon, and Slinky kind of like, you know, put that out there for the world to see after Drake tweeted it, which was a really, really dope thing. So we said, okay, right now we're going to come out with this song and probably come out with a final installment with Ish Toronto People Say Part 3, which, you know, we're planning to work on and should be released, you know, sometimes in the summer. But, you know, we have a couple of things we've been working on. I'm going to be finishing up my master's in a bit. The Pan Am Games coming in July 2015, and then I plan the big move to LA. So I'm planning to be in LA probably by the end of this year, and you know, start to pursue, you know, my acting career, and you know, pursue principal roles, and you know, see where I can go.
All right, so you already asked me a question. Since you're gonna be moving to LA and stuff like that, where do you say yourself? I'm not gonna do that 5-10 year thing. Let's say 2 years from now, where do you want to be?
2 years from now, I'll definitely have, I'll be on TV, either be being a personality on this TV show, you know, doing a couple of movies, a couple of commercials, but definitely establishing my brand. You know, that Femi Lawson, you know what I mean? That fine boy, no pimples, just dimples, just dimples. Trying to also establish my base in Nigeria, because that's, you know, my homeland, Lagos. You're a bad boy, no shaking. But yeah, I'm just definitely trying to establish myself as, you know, Femi Lawson. Like, this is somebody that is not a force to be reckoned with. You know what I mean? I believe that I am a talented individual. I know that I'm a talented individual. And it's just about making the rest of the world see it. Sometimes when you're in Toronto for too long, I feel like it keeps you boxed up. So you need to learn to expand and put yourself in kind of uncomfortable situations, you know? When you're uncomfortable, that's growth. So I really feel that this is something that's going to happen within the next 2 years, and it's going to take me to a next level.
Hey! You people are not serious, oh. Who are you talking to like that?